Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. I'm Dominique and I make videos about travel, lifestyle recommendations, and just other things that I find interesting. So today I want to make a travel reflections video about a trip that I actually took to Iceland a few years ago. And I wanted to do this for several reasons. First, I just really love watching travel videos because it just makes me feel like I'm there with them. So I hope that this will kind of allow people to travel vicariously through me while we're all stuck at home right now, and maybe it'll even inspire you guys to travel too once, the world is healthy again and back to normal. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Before we start, I just wanted to give some background information on Iceland for those who don't know too much about it. Iceland is a Nordic country in Europe, and it is actually the country with the smallest population. The national language is Icelandic, but the people there also do speak English. And Iceland is actually volcanically and geologically active, which gives the country a wide variety in landscapes. They have a bunch of waterfalls, they have rolling green hills. It's just such a beautiful place. And the trip that we took to Iceland was very quick, and by very quick I mean like 2.5 days, so we definitely jam-packed our schedule because we wanted to see as many things as possible. So our plane left LAX at 7 p.m. and after an 11-hour flight, we finally landed in Iceland at Keflavik International Airport on September 3rd, 2018, sometime in the morning. After landing, we rode a transport bus from the airport straight to the Blue Lagoon. And the Blue Lagoon is one of the most popular tourist destinations in Iceland, so I definitely recommend booking your visit way in advance to make sure that you are able to get in. And for those that don't know, the Blue Lagoon is a geothermal spa, and the water is rich in salts, silica, and algae, which gives the water its beautiful blue color. So they actually have different packages available, but we just chose the basic package, which is the comfort package, and this costs about $46 if I'm remembering correctly. And this includes entry into the Blue Lagoon, a silica mud mask, a towel, and a free drink. When you first arrive, you are given a colored wristband, and it also has a key attached to your assigned locker. Men and women are then separated and they go into different locker rooms so they can put their things away and then change into their bathing suit. After that, you make your way to the lagoon, and when you first go outside, it is pretty freezing because the temperatures are about 50 to 60 degrees of Fahrenheit, even during the summer. Iceland is a very cold country. So there's a place for you to hang your towels, and there are also several walkways which lead right into the water, which is nice and warm. In the middle of the lagoon is this circular structure where people are actually handing out the mud mask, and they're literally just scoop some mud right into your hand and then you just put it all over your face and your body, and it's supposed to be really good for your skin. There's also a bar right in the middle of the water where you can get a drink so you don't even have to get out, and it's really nice and convenient. So after spending a few hours at the lagoon, we ended up taking a shuttle back to downtown Reykjavik where we were staying, and we checked into Kvosin Hotel. Afterwards, we decided to grab some dinner and then explore downtown. We originally had planned a tour to go see the Northern Lights, but the weather was just not in our favor that day, and the chance of us being able to see it were very low, so we actually ended up just canceling that trip, and we decided to call it an early night. The next morning, we got up bright and early because we had actually booked a Golden Circle tour, and this was going to be 7.5 hours long. So we left around 8:30 a.m. and we would be arriving back around 4 p.m. And this tour basically includes you riding a shuttle, and they will just drive you all over Iceland to see their popular landmarks. Our first stop was Thingvellir National Park, and aside from being just completely breathtaking, it is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site because of its historical significance. So Thingvellir actually lies between the European and American tectonic plates, and it was the meeting place of Iceland's parliament from the 10th to 18th century. So the next landmark on our tour was Gullfoss, which is one of Iceland's most iconic waterfalls, and the name literally translates to Golden Falls due to the golden hue that the water gives off. At Gullfoss, there's also a small cafe and gift shop where you can buy some snacks and souvenirs. Afterwards, we were driven to Hacadular Geothermal Valley. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that right at all, but this is home to the Great Geyser and Strucker Geyser, which actually erupts every few minutes and it shoots water up to 90 feet in the air. This is also where we had a quick lunch before hopping back onto the bus to head to Skogafoss Falls. Skogafoss is one of the largest and most spectacular waterfalls in Iceland with a drop of 200 feet. And this place is really great for photos because you can get really close to the bottom of the falls or you can view it from above on top of a observation deck. Our next stop was Rainfar Beach, which is located on the south coast of Iceland. And this beach is really unique because of its black sand. It has these beautiful sea cliffs and these large rock formations called Rainstrangar. Again, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, but it's just so magical. It really looks like another world. It could be in Game of Thrones, to be honest. So the last and final stop on our tour was cylandraphos, which is yet another waterfall, but honestly, each and every one that we saw was just so different and amazing that I definitely think it's worth it to go see in person. And I personally think this was a great way to end the tour because visitors can actually walk behind the waterfall, which is just an amazing experience. I think it's probably like a once-in-a-lifetime experience for a lot of people, so yeah, it's just really great. And fair warning, it is a little slippery climbing up there, but trust me, if I can do it, then so can you. And after the end of the tour, we grabbed a quick bite for dinner before we turned in for the night because, as you might expect, we were exhausted after this really long excursion. The next day was actually our flight back home, but we wanted to make the most of it, so we got up early again and we had breakfast at this adorable little cafe called Sandholt in downtown Reykjavik. And after eating, we made our way to Hallgrímskirkja Church, which is actually the largest church in Iceland, and if you ride the elevator all the way to the top, you're treated with incredible views of the city. We strolled around one last time before returning our hotel and finally checking out. So although this trip was really short, I thought that the country and the people were just so amazing and I just felt so at peace there. I don't know if it's just because there was just so much nature, everything was so green and there was so much water, but I would definitely love to go back one day and I definitely recommend it to everyone, especially if you are a nature lover because like I said, everything is just so lush and green that I think you guys would really like it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for even more videos like this. Bye!